welcome back to SportsZone. This is our favorite segment, Thumbles, where we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly in the world of sports and the world at large. So I'll give a thumbs up. Last night was Founders, which was really fun in the African American Museum. It was amazing. Aviva, Chris, and Justin were there. Unfortunately, Vince could not make it, but it was a great time. The museum was amazing, so that was fun. So I'll just throw a thumbs up to that. Thumbs up to Arsenal Football Club, because they're terrible, and like when they're bad, that's funny. So this past week they've lost 3 times, 2 times to Manchester City, 1 time this morning to Brighton and Hove Albion. It's not good at Arsenal, and it doesn't look like it's going to be fixed anytime soon, because Arsene Wenger is not going to leave until he wants to. So I guess Arsenal are just going to be bad for a while, and that's fun. I'll throw a thumbs up too. Next weekend over spring break, I'm going to Manchester. I'm going to the Manchester United-Liverpool match. I'm also going to the Manchester United-Sevilla Champions League match midweek. I've been looking forward to this for months, so I'm happy that it's so close to being here. I'm just thrilled about going, and yeah, I think that's all I have. I'll throw it over to Aviva.
Okay, so I'm going to give a thumbs up to the AU women's basketball team. They suffered 2 losses last week, but they're still the #1 seed in the Patriot League tournament, and they play their first quarterfinal match tomorrow, so that's going to be exciting. Thumbs down to Tim Tebow. He is at Mets spring training, but he struck out on 3 pitches against Max Scherzer. He's not doing too well. I do this every single week, but thumbs down to the weather. Last week we had 2-3 days of nonstop wind. It was like a hurricane. It was horrible walking to class. And thumbs down to the attendance that we've had at SportsZone. I feel like hopefully after spring break we'll get a few more people to talk about sports, because it's so much fun. And here's Justin.
Hey everybody. Sorry, I'm a little out of it today. So thumbs down to the weather. It's been really windy. I went for a run outside yesterday. I don't know why, I wasn't really thinking. Get pushed over a couple of times. It was fun. Also thumbs down to just it's the week before spring break, which sucks because there's always a lot of stuff to do, and I don't want to do it. I have a paper I have to write. I don't want to do that. Everybody here knows that. I'm just gonna keep saying that and complaining. On to the good. College basketball postseason coming. That's always fun. NCAA tournament. My productivity is going to go down even more. Spring break. Who doesn't love a good week off from school? I need it. The senioritis is kicking in. Also, thumbs up to the Yankees. Every time I turn on Twitter or something, they just hit another home run. So I think that's cool. As somebody who doesn't follow baseball a lot, I like home runs. That's cool. Also, thumbs up to the Rockets for making it a potentially competitive Western Conference Finals. And then biggest thumbs up is Founders. Founders was fun last night. That was a good experience. But biggest thumbs up in the sports world is Shaquem Griffin, the linebacker from UCF. He was born with he had his right hand amputated when he was young. He benched 225 20 times yesterday, which was better than most of the wide receivers and even some of the offensive linemen. So that was really impressive. I also heard he ran a 4.38 today. So man, that's just perseverance and heart right there. So thumbs up to him in a big way. Now I'm gonna pass it over to Kristen.
All right, I will give a thumbs up to spring training. We're fully underway in spring training, which is fun. I went down to Florida last weekend to see the Mets, which was a lot of fun. Thumbs up to David Wright. He's always been great with the fans. He was super nice to me and a few of my friends when we went down there. So that was a lot of fun. I'll give a thumbs up to Vince. Last week, as I said, I wasn't here, so Vince took the reins and did all the editing last week, which was great. And then I'll give a thumbs up to St. John's. The Big East tournament is coming up this week. They're playing Georgetown on Wednesday. They had a really devastating loss to Georgetown last month, so I'm hoping that they'll be able to bounce back and get the win that they deserve to get this upcoming Wednesday. So thumbs up to them. I hope they do really well in the tournament. And that's all I have today. I'll throw it over to Vince.
All right. So I'll start off. I'll also go thumbs down to the weather. I was not at Founders yesterday, but that was because I didn't think I was going to be in DC this weekend. I was supposed to be flying up north, but because of all this fun bomb storm, whatever, wind, that wasn't possible. So stuck here for the weekend. Unfortunately, didn't get to go to the Founders Day event, which by all accounts sounded like a really awesome, amazing thing. So that's unfortunate. Then just right in, we'll go thumbs down also to Arsenal. They lost their 9th game of 2019. Or 2018, wow, I can't even think properly. They lost their 9th game of the year so far, which is really unfortunate. We'll keep it brief and just say, what they've shown the past couple of weeks isn't Arsenal Football Club. That's not the Arsenal Football Club I know. Hopefully it gets better, but it's not Arsenal Football Club, put simply. We'll go thumbs down to the VCU men's basketball team. They did beat Fordham by 25 yesterday, but they lost to George Mason in just the most excruciating way on Wednesday night. They were up by 9 with 3.5 minutes to go, blew that lead. Then they turned the ball over with like 10 seconds left. George Mason missed a jump shot, but then a missed box out led to a tip in at the buzzer. So they lost to George Mason, a team that I watched them beat by like 20 like a month ago. So the team has just really fallen. They finished the year 9-9 in the A10, one of their worst years basically since the turn of the 2000s. So VCU basketball could be anywhere from I think they wound up as the 6th seed in the A10, pretty bad this year. Hopefully they can make a run in the tournament, and I would really just love to see them play Richmond at some point so they could beat Richmond at least once this year. That would make everything okay. I'll go thumbs up. The AU men's basketball team, though, they did lose in the first round of the Patriot League tournament. Saeed Nelson scored a career-high 41 points in a losing effort. That was pretty awesome, and if there's any glimmer of hope for our men's basketball program over the next 2 years, it is Saeed Nelson. He was named second team all week, so good for him. Thumbs up the women's basketball team playing tomorrow night in Bender in a quarterfinal matchup. It was also announced that Megan Jebbia, the head coach, was the coach of the year, and Emily Kinniston was the player of the year in the Patriot League this year, so big thumbs up to both of them. And I think finally I'll round it out. Thumbs up. The wrestling team, AU's wrestling team, is at EIWAs this weekend. So far, Jarek Kazanik has clinched a spot in the NCAA tournament with Brett Dempsey, Michael Sprague, and Josh Terrell all having matchups later today to potentially book their place in the NCAA tournament. So that'll be really cool. If 4 wrestlers could go to the NCAA tournament, that would be certainly the most in my 4 years here. So thumbs up, Eagles sports doing well at the moment. And I think that'll round it up. So for everyone who was here today, for Kristen, for Aviva, Justin, Aaron, doing mics in the back like a rookie. Thank you for watching SportsZone, and we will see you next time.